plaintiff, Juliet Dreyer, was madly in love with the defendant, and she thought they were in a monogamous relationship until Juliet received an email from another woman describing the scratches she left on the defendant's back. Juliet says that woman is in court today with the defendant, and they are now married, and she's suing her ex for loans. Defendant Dennis Webb says the only reason Juliet filed this bogus lawsuit is because he chose his witness over her, and Juliet wants revenge. Dennis does not believe he owes Juliet anything and insists he only agreed to repay her under duress.
Let's start with you.
Well, we met February of 2010. I was out with some friends at a local nightclub, just having fun. It was a birthday party, so we became friends. And we started to date. Things became serious. I'm a monogamous person, so I didn't, after he was proclaiming how much he loved me and saw a future with me and love notes and emails and the whole nine, I absolutely believed that we were on the same page.
Okay, so what happened with the relationship? We'll get to the loans, but...
Well, I mean, they were fine. They were really good for a long time. We got along fine. We didn't fight or anything. We would go out occasionally to that same nightclub. And there was a girl there that was pretty much a fall-down, sloppy alcoholic, and she pretty much put herself all over everybody all the time. I felt uncomfortable with her putting herself on my boyfriend. Right. I voiced those concerns to him, and he pretty much called her a bar slut. I apologize.
Well, that's better.
So that's better. Yeah.
It's relative.
That's a better character.
Yeah, and it was dismissed, based on how she acted around every other male there.
Her?
Oh yeah, that's her right there.
Yes, I'm the wife.
Oh. I'm going to have to let her defend herself. Come on up, ma'am. State your name.
Lisa Stellick.
What do you say about the way she characterized you? Before you answer, remember I got pictures. So. Huh?
The thing she didn't categorize is we had started dating in April, and we actually dated the entire time they were together. And I told her on several occasions
she said
that
you
he
dated
was seeing
everybody,
me.
though.
It was just us. And I tried to tell her repeatedly that he was seeing me, but she didn't want to hear it because she's young and naive. She didn't want to believe it, so.
Do you fall down drunk?
Sometimes I fall, yeah. He usually catches me.
By repeatedly,
it wasn't him this time that caught you.
A couple helpers in that picture.
Yeah, I see. It is two people. You're right.
Mm-hmm. One looks like they're helping, the other not so
That's
much.
what I was about to say. That one, the gentleman looks like...
He's helping something.
Yeah, it looks like he has a different objective.
Yeah. That was the viewpoint that I actually saw on a pretty current, regular basis. Oh, yeah.
To each his own.
Yes.
And so, what did you ultimately find out?
Well,
Did she call you and tell you all that?
She didn't call me anything. She sent me an email in August referring to all these lovely scratches she left on his back and many nasty things, which I also have here if you'd like to see it. This is the email that...
And we're going to get to the loan she's suing him for, but you've made some pretty inflammatory remarks regarding this lady. Says Dennis, when you went to see Dennis last night, I was in his apartment. The night a couple of weeks ago, you were at Saddle Up on Wednesday. I went home with him after you left.
Oh.
If you make him take his shirt off, you'll see the many scratches on him from our weekend away. I'm not telling you all this to be mean.
Very friendly.
All righty.
She also sent me a friend request.
So did you speak to him about it? A friend wanted to be your friend.
Yeah, we were supposed to be friends after that. I also have my rebuttal email that I sent her, and I have an email that...
You want to read it?
Sure.
The portions that you think we should hear?
They're TV appropriate? Sure. Lisa, in what world would I ever call you a friend, Facebook or otherwise? You've never said one single word to me prior to any of this drama that you have created. I have absolutely no intention in allowing you access to my Facebook page, so you can snoop more on myself and Dennis. Dennis has already blocked you, and I will be doing the same as soon as I'm done sending this email. You are so far beyond the line, pursuing a man who's spoken for that you knew was seeing someone else. I, as well as everyone else knows him, knows that his heart and every other bodily organ of his is mine. You are a pathetic excuse for a woman who obviously has no self-respect either. And for God's sake, if you're going to wear a short denim skirt out to the bar, keep your legs closed, or at least wear some attractive panties so your audience has something to look at.
And how did you all break up? Was it shortly thereafter? Was it relevant to this?
No.
You took him back.
He called her all kinds of names. We had some very serious conversations about things.
How did you ultimately break up?
We broke up in January.
Regarding what?
The same stuff was going on, essentially.
Other women or her?
Just her, as far as I know.
Well, that's like
he was consistent.
All right. Sir?
Let me just say the only reason why we're here today is because I chose Lisa over her.
I wouldn't exactly call it that.
I think that when me and Juliet first met, I had every intention of being with her and maybe starting having a future. As she slowly moved into my apartment, talking about having children and starting a family and being recently divorced and going through the divorce, that was not a road I wanted to take.
Did you tell her that?
Yes, I did.
Not at that time, you did not.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why she's suing me is because she's bitter and just wants to get back at me, like this bogus lawsuit.
How long after moving in with her did you begin your relationship with the witness? Do you want to refute that?
I actually met Lisa before I had met Juliet.
I know you might have met her. I said begin a relationship.
I was in a relationship with...
Did she know that?
Now you say the truth.
Did she know that?
No, she did not.
Okay. All right. So you deceived her about her?
Yes.
For a very long time.
Okay. Let's get to the lawsuit. You're suing him about these loans.
I'm suing him because I don't believe I should have funded his duplicity. I felt...
Funded, ma'am, this is a family program.
Duplicity, sir.
Oh, duplicity.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
His double life.
All right.
Just to backtrack just a little bit further, I learned later, actually, he was having his guys' night, his poker night, on Thursdays, and I learned later that his poker nights were actually her. So,
well, that's what he meant when he told you.
He just kind of, grouped it together.
You sound like he was very clear to me. Let's get to the loans.
Okay.
How many loans were there?
About 8.
Over the course of how long?
From
what period of time?
From September of 2010 to January 2011.
10 through 11. What did they total?
The total was $2,867.38.
Has he paid any?
He has. He made a $140 payment and a $200 payment, both in cash.
Sir, let me hear from you regarding these loans.
She lived with me from probably May or April through January. I never asked her for any rent or anything like that. We never agreed on anything like that. So I feel that any of the loans that she is talking about, she actually offered to pay rent when she was there. And
that's a good feeling.
Yes.
But what was the agreement?
There wasn't an agreement.
Oh, okay. You never agreed to pay her anything toward the $2,500 or so.
I intended to pay some of that back, yes. But then after thinking about it,
so there was an agreement.
I signed.
Now you have me confused again.
I signed a promissory note, Your Honor.
You don't think that's an agreement?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so why don't you think you have the?
I do, as well as statements of what everything.
All right. So why don't you think you should adhere to the
promissory note? Was signed, Your Honor, when after this discussion, the night that she found everything out.
All right. Nonetheless, it was signed.
Yes.
So why don't you think you should adhere?
Because I don't think it's valid. Because I was under duress. We were arguing. I just wanted to get out of the relationship.
What would she have done to you had you not signed?
She was willing to hold my stuff that was in the apartment without me signing.
How do you know?
She said it to me.
She said, unless you sign this agreement, I'm going
You're
to
not going
keep
to get your stuff.
things.
That's right. And
Did
I
you
just
tell
wanted to
him
get
that?
out.
No, I did not say that. I took his keys because he signed a 15-month lease with my best friend.
Did you threaten him?
No, I did not.
Regarding any consequence if he failed
No,
to
sir.
sign this
She
agreement?
took the keys off of my ring,
Okay.
and she said that you will not get your stuff unless I sign that.
No, I did not say that. I absolutely did not
You
say
just
that.
took 'em.
I boxed all of his stuff up for him. I didn't do anything to any of his belongings. I allowed him to come and get them. I made everything very available. I no longer live in that
Key
apartment.
to what?
My apartment.
They don't have locksmiths where you live?
They do.
You didn't think that perhaps you could just call a locksmith 20 minutes later and therefore her threat means nothing? And of course you could have countersued her for the locksmith charge today. You could have said, just show me $50. Then again, you didn't have, did you have $50 then?
Probably not, no.
Oh, okay, probably not. She couldn't loan, she loaned you a lot of money, you couldn't loan it 50? You had to go back home. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
I mean, I pretty much have said everything that I need to say to Dennis, and I don't have a single nice word to say to the slut. So I'm going to pretty much leave it at that because I think that the dignity that I carry myself in, it speaks volumes over the bent over position that she's always in at the bar.
I have the man. I'm married to him. So she's just very bitter because she lost out.
I won, actually. I won the bigger prize because I'm not stuck with that.
Just get on with each other's lives and
Yep.
move on and be
That's
done with
the
it.
plan.
Very good.